After teaching math for many years, I've compiled a list of all the trigonometric identities that every student needs to know. Before we begin, check out the link in the video description below where you can download a full list of these identities, highlight them as we go through them, and then keep them for future reference. Let's start by answering the question that every student asks. Where will I ever use these? Believe it or not, there's a lot of places where you'll use trigonometric identities. They're used to simplify trigonometric expressions, solve trigonometric equations. They're used extensively in calculus, especially when you simplify integrals and derivatives, and they're used a lot in physics and engineering problems. I've organized all the identities you need to know into 13 categories. I have other videos where I explain all of these identities in depth and walk through example problems that require the use of these identities. In this video, I want to show you the big picture and give you an overview of all the identities so that you can see how they all fit together. The first two categories are reciprocal and ratio identities. You can think of these as fundamental trigonometric identities, which you've probably already worked with a lot. The next one is the Pythagorean identities. You really only need to memorize the first one because the other two follow from this one. In my video on Pythagorean identities, I'll show you how to find the other two. These identities are some of the most highly used trigonometric identities. We then have periodicity identities. These can be found from the graphs of sine, cosine, and tangent. Next is even-odd identities, or sometimes called opposite angle or negative angle identities. These can also be found from the graphs of sine, cosine, and tangent, and are used extensively in simplifying trigonometric expressions. Categories 6 and 7 are complementary angle and supplementary angle identities. Complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90 degrees, and supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. We then have sum and difference identities. These identities are used a lot when evaluating trigonometric functions or expressions. Categories 9 and 10 are product to sum and sum to product identities. These identities are used to evaluate trigonometric expressions and are also used extensively in signal processing. The last three categories are double angle identities, power reducing identities, and half angle identities. These identities are used in a wide variety of problems and appear frequently in calculus problems. You now have all these identities in one place and you can refer back to them. Check out my other videos in this series if you want to know more about these identities and see them used in some example problems. If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.